Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're one.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
But what's gangster about that? You know what I think I know, Mayat? I think the only real gangsters left are Commanding General Yohannes.
That's right.
I think we're the last gangsters on earth.
I don't want that.
We got 5 women. We're always in a nightclub all the time. We're with the brothers. We're drinking liquor, and people are terrified of us.
Yeah.
I think we're the last gangsters. I think there are no gangsters. But the Israelite school of UPK.
Here's how you go look for the truth. First of all, you find the Bible. The Bible is the most popular record on the face of this earth of all nations. Every single major religion on the planet has come out of the Bible. That's where you start. And when you start there, now you know that the Bible is the record you got to go look at. When you go in the record, you got to find out who are the Israelites. That's another journey. You go and search it out and you find out who the Israelites are, because the Bible says the Israelites are God's chosen people. So now when you find those Israelites, when you find out that we are the Lord's chosen people, then you got to say, where are the prophets of God? And when you go to look for the prophets of God, the scriptures tell you, Christ tell you, they'll be on the street corners. How do you know the difference on those street corners? You know the difference on those street corners because you look for the original. Who is the original? ISUPK 1960.
For that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. For that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. For that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. For that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying, for that fucking job, nigga. For that fucking job, bitch. For that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. For that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. For that fucking job, bitch, I done had enough. For that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. For that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, for that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, for that fucking job, nigga, on soul. Yeah, up between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. For that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. For that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. For that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. For that fucking job, all that bitching and crying, and I'm saying, for that fucking job, nigga. For that fucking job, bitch. For that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. For that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. For that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up, I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? For that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. For that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. For that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitching and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. You know what I'm talking about?
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that bygone. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world to know. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass you the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. One with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slate. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophets? That baby so below to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil a failure, bitch, I can't afford it. I prepare to slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass she the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Shai, Braga Thumb, Yahweh Shema Thumb, by Shem Shai. Preaching off on Amawanga Bar Tuesday night brotherhood class. ISUPK under Commander John Hunter since 1969. We've been teaching the truth. The Black Hispanic Native Indians are the chosen people of God. That our oppressors is the devil the Bible speaks of. First, before we get started, I want to clap it up for the troopers. Here with me, you know what I'm saying? Christ holding it down. The Lexington Real Talk. We'll be out there shortly. And tonight's class, what we're going to talk about is how your fleshly desires will destroy you. You feel me? Your fleshly desires is the common denominator in every problem you got. Every problem you're going through, from your women to your children, for the husbands, for the women that's in the truth, every problem that you got is come from your fleshly desires. The stuff that you desire the most, the stuff that you thought you broke away from when you came into the truth, those fleshly desires that's inside of you are going to destroy you. And we're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to talk about how you can fight it, how you can get it up off you. But first, you're going to have to be real with yourself. That's the first part. The first part, you're going to have to be real with yourself, or you're never going to overcome your fleshly desires. It's never going to happen. Real talk. So if I could, if you get that article, we'll read one article real quick. What's going on in the media with Shannon Sharp, and then we'll jump into the scriptures. Real talk.
Shannon Sharp's legal team released X-rated text rape accused Sidney.
Hold on, wait. Salak, Your sound a little muffled a little bit.
Hold on. What about now?
That's better.
Shannon Sharp's legal team released X-rated text rape accusers sent him. This was a consensual adult relationship.
Right.
Shannon Sharp's
So
legal
what you
team.
got going on? No, you good. What you got going on with Shannon Sharp right now is a prime example of your fleshly desires that will destroy you. Shannon Sharp has made himself, a self-made millionaire. He was one of the best tight ends in the history of the NFL. And most football players, after their career, they end up going broke. But like I said, he made himself, more wealth with his podcast, with his ESPN ventures and stuff like that. And because of his fleshly desires, his life is in shambles right now. Right now, Shannon Sharp is going to bat for himself because of his fleshly desires, because he chose a woman that this woman wanted to destroy him from the jump. From the beginning of the relationship when he met her, because he didn't see the red flags. He didn't know that this woman was trying to destroy him. And now his career is in the sky right now. His career is in the sky right now. He's getting the same accusations that all the celebrities get. We come to find out that all these celebrities is really sexual deviants. You feel me? It's an old saying where they say money just make you more what you really are. You feel me? You get you a little money, it's going to make you more of a sexual deviant. It's going to make you more of a drug addict, more of an alcoholic. And that's the topic of tonight's class. Your fleshly desires will destroy you. You feel me? If you don't put them in check, if you don't put what's desired inside of you, what Satan is trying to bring out of you, if you don't put it in check, it's going to destroy your life. This man's life is being destroyed right now in our face, like real talk. You go ahead.
Shannon Sharp's legal team has released alleged text between the NFL legend and the woman who accused him of rape before the $50 million lawsuit was filed. Shannon Sharp's legal team has released alleged text messages between the NFL legend and the woman who accused him of rape, revealing X-rated messages.
All right, you still sounding a little muffled though. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah though. So now Shannon Sharp in his defense, because this lady, this one sexual encounter is costing him $50 million. Now, of course, this is not the ruling. For all we know, like he said, it's just an allegation. You feel me? It's just accusations. Salakia. You feel me? They're just accusing him. But that's the point right there. That's the point. You got a woman that you would choose, and she would never accuse you of nothing like this. You got the type of woman that you can choose. She will never accuse you of nothing like this because the relationship is over. Then you got another type of woman that her whole plot was to get you. The whole time, from the beginning of the relationship to the lawsuit, she was trying to get down on you. You was a lick, and you didn't see the red flags. You didn't see the red flags because, like I'm saying, your fleshly desires will destroy you. You feel me? You seen this woman, and maybe you thought she looked different than your mother. She looked different than your sister, different than your granny and all the women you grew up with in your neighborhood. So you thought this woman was somebody that's worth something. The whole time you found she wasn't worth nothing. She was worth a lawsuit for $50 million. Like real talk. And I heard stories that it say he tried to pay her $10 million to shut up months ago. This something that been happening, and he tried to shut up, but nah, she didn't want the 10 million. She wanted the 50. Like real talk. And it's all because he couldn't tell the woman no. And then you notice a fact, because on his podcast, all he do is talk about to the people he interviewing is how they able to sustain a relationship. every guest he's asking how do they deal with their relationship, and he always answer back how he don't really know how to deal with a relationship, and he looking for answers from his guests how to deal with women, because he don't know how to deal with women, and the proof is in the pudding. Like real talk.
She sent him before the $50 million lawsuit was filed. The sexually explicit message between the woman alleged telling Sharp that she want him to put a dog collar around my neck and tie me up.
That's a setup. The woman said she wants you to put you a black man. Now we don't know the race of this woman, but she said she wants you to put a dog collar around her neck, and you did it. And she got the video, you ain't got the video, which means she could edit it and chop it up to make it look like how she wanted to look. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Fleshly desires, they'll destroy you every day. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the reason why Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we went into slavery under the so-called white man, because our fleshly desires. You feel me? We didn't want to please the Lord. We wanted to please ourselves. All right, so you can drop that, because we ain't got to read the whole article. That's self-explanatory. And now let's go to Matthew 18 and 15. Up in the New Testament. And but yeah, so that's one thing a lot of people got to understand. You feel me? Your fleshly desires, it trumps morals, it trumps everything. You feel me? If you can't control your fleshly desires, it trumps everything that you thought you believed in, that you thought was right. Like real talk. And then, like I always like to say, you're gonna wake up years later and wish you never done it. How many people in family court right now wish they never had sex with that woman? You feel me? That's what I'm gonna do with my son. I'm gonna take my son, we're gonna go to family court. You feel me? His freshman year in high school, I'm gonna take his ass to family court and let him see all the broken families, all the people that get put on child support, all the people that got domestic violence cases on each other, and show him that you better make sure you choose the right woman, because your fleshly desires will destroy you. Like real talk.
The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 15. Overmore, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
Right. See, and that's one of the main things people got to understand when you dealing with people. You feel me? Most people really don't know how to deal with people. You feel me? Most people is really just what they'll say an introvert. You feel me? You really shouldn't deal with people, because when you deal with people, problems is gonna happen. Problems is gonna happen. But if you're not proactive or progressive, then you're not gonna be ready for the problems when they happen. Because when you're dealing with people, just like when you get a car, you buy a car, I don't care what type of car you get, it's gonna have problems, and you're gonna have to fix the problems. Otherwise, your car is gonna be worth nothing, and you're gonna have to sell it. Like real talk. So when you're dealing with people, problems is gonna happen, and you're gonna have to go to these people, and nobody's gonna have to know about it. It's gonna be something between you and them. But a lot of people don't like doing that. You feel me, Trooper? Because now, just like public speaking is like one of the biggest fears. Public speaking, going to somebody and talking to them about a problem is like a lot of people's biggest fear, because they don't know the outcome. You feel me? They don't know the outcome of what's gonna happen. You know, is we gonna get into it? You feel me? Is it gonna work out? You feel me? But that's what you got to do when you're dealing with people. You got to be ready to go to them and tell them, like, man, you was bogus for what you did. You feel me? You go ahead.
And if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So when you go into somebody, and if they hear you, if they hear what you're saying, you gained a brother. Now they got more respect for you. You feel me? Now they got respect for you because they know you're not a bitch. You hear me? They know they can't do anything around you, and you hear me? That's the point. Now the nigga or the woman got more respect for you because they know they gotta be, on their best behavior when they around you. Because if you do something out of pocket, you hear me? If they do something out of pocket, you gonna pull them to side like, hey, why would you do that? What was you thinking? You hear me? And most people don't want to do that. You hear me? Because most people just want to just be happy. They don't want to be confrontational. They don't want to be assertive. But what I'm telling you is when you're dealing with people, you have to be assertive. You can be respectful at the same time, but you have to be assertive. You feel me? You cannot be dealing with people and just agree with everything they doing. You feel me? That's a failed relationship waiting to happen. Like real talk. It's like we're going all the way to 18.
Verse 16. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Right. So, and then sometimes, and that's the reason why people, don't want to go to a brother or a sister about a problem. Because it's the fear that maybe they might not listen. Maybe they think I'm tripping, or maybe they think I'm weak or I'm insecure and stuff like that. That's a demon. Anything that's stopping you from going to a brother or sister and telling them, hey, why would you do that? You offended me. Why would you do that? Anything stopping you from doing it is a demon that's trying to cause more problems. You hear me? More problems and more problems.
Verse 17. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it into the church.
Right. Tell it to the church. And the church is talking about the congregation. You hear me? The congregation. Tell it to the congregation. So now I went to 2 and 3 people, and he still don't agree that he was wrong. He still don't agree, even though they said he was. Now we got to take it to the church. We got to take it to the whole body. You feel me? We got to take it in front of everybody. Everybody need to know about this now. Now everybody need to know that this brother or this sister is not listening. You feel me? To counsel.
But if he neglects to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
Right. And this is Christ saying this. You feel me? And that for people out there that think Christ love everybody, that's a goddamn lie. If people think that the Most High in Christ love everybody, that's a lie. Because Christ said out his mouth, if a brother do not want to hear from the counsel, if he does not obey the counsel, he is a heathen. What do we do with heathens? We stay away from them. We don't join with them. We don't marry their women. You hear me? We separate from the heathens. And Christ said Israelites that don't listen to the body of Christ is heathens. You should be treated as a heathen or a publican, which is a debt collector, a tax collector. You hear me? Like real talk, which was evil at this time because first of all, the only people we supposed to be paying tithes to is the priest. I know damn heathens, like real talk.
Verse 18. Verily I say unto you, whosoever ye shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven.
Right, and that's what you got to understand. You feel me? The body of Christ, whatever we decide, you feel me? The angels already agreed with. You feel me? That's one thing people got to understand. Whatever we decided, the angels already agree with. It ain't no timetable on brotherhood. You feel me? It ain't no damn time limit, you feel me, on how long your brotherhood should last. Like real talk. And the Bible say whatever we bound in earth is already bound in heaven. It was already agreed. You feel me? That's why the Spirit even came on the council to make this decision.
And whatsoever ye shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So whatever was let loose on earth was already let loose in heaven, which means we is on one accord. You feel me? Whether you like it or not, we is on one accord. But because of people's fleshly desires And one of the biggest fleshly desires is wanting to always be right. You feel me? That's one thing people don't understand. People don't understand that one of your biggest desires is that you just want to be right all the time. You don't never want to be wrong. You feel me? If somebody do something to you, they deserve death. But if you do something, you're supposed to get mercy. You feel me? It's never supposed to be the other way around, because that's what's inside of you. That's what you want. What you want is for you to always be right and for everybody else to be wrong. Like real talk. All right, so you could drop that and go to Jeremiah 17:9.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 9. The heart is deceitful, but above all things.
Right, and that's what you got to understand. That's your mind. That's what Jeremiah is saying. Jeremiah is saying that your mind, that's why it's talking about your heart, because think about it like when you say, I know that song by heart. Well, I know this way back home by heart. I don't need GPS. I know how to get there by heart. You're talking about your mind, and that's what this is talking about as well. You feel me? And your heart, which is talking about your mind, is deceitful above all things, because your mind wants you to do what you want. The spirit wants you to do what God wants. And sometimes what the spirit wants you to do is not what you want to do on the inside. You feel me? On the inside, you want to just have fun and live in pleasure, but the spirit wants order. You feel me? The spirit wants you to suffer, wants your flesh to suffer sometimes. You feel me? And that's why your mind is deceitful above all things, because your mind just wants pleasure and fun and for everything to be right and for you to always be right. And that's just not true. Like real talk.
And desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Right, and desperately wicked. Your mind is desperately wicked. It's no limitations to the wickedness that your mind wants. You feel me? It's no limitations to the wickedness your mind wants. And that's why I be trying to tell people too, like people keep talking about man pleasing, but people don't never understand that man pleasing is not more so talking about an outside source. It's you. You're the man pleaser. You're trying to please yourself. You feel me? And that's why I say it ain't no limitations to the wickedness that your mind would tell you to do, because your mind is trying to get you to please yourself. You feel me? Your spirit wants order, but your mind wants you to please yourself. Yeah, you go ahead. I'm going on just a 10.
I try to rise even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing.
So like a verse 10, 17 and 10.
That's what I just read.
Oh, you go ahead.
You know what? I'm sorry. I skipped something. I'm sorry. Slakia.
Yeah, that's why I said you were a little low too. No, you too hard though. Go ahead. You got it.
I, the Lord, search the heart.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The Lord, he searched the heart. You feel me? He searched your mind. Because your mind gonna have you smoking weed and getting drunk by the liquor store, having sex with white women. You feel? That's what your mind gonna do. Mind gonna tell you that we all is the human race. You feel me? Like real, or what about this? You was born a woman or you was born a man. It's men walking around talking about they was born in a woman's body, when the whole time you just got molested. You feel me? Whole time you just got molested when you was young and it traumatized you. Like real talk. But the Lord, he searched out the heart. He searched out your mind. And that's what he did with us. We going out into the streets to wake blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians up, to show them the truth, like real talk.
I try to rise even to give every man according to his ways.
Right. He said, I try to reins. That's like something like with a horse, they use to turn a horse and direct the horse. You feel me? And the Lord say he try that. You feel me? He testing you to see what direction you going in. And he say he even give every man according to his ways. Like real talk. So whatever your mind decide to do, you feel me? You're gonna have to pay for that judgment. Whatever your heart is telling you to do, because most people gonna feed into it because they're not strong enough. You feel me? You're gonna have to pay for it at the end. You just gotta remember that, and you gotta live with that. And that's why he said in the beginning verse, your heart is deceitful above all things, because you're gonna have to live with the deceit though. When you make those deceitful decisions that go against the Lord, you're gonna have to live with that, the consequences.
And according to the fruit of his doings.
Right, the fruit. You feel me? What you produce. Ain't that what they call fruit produce? When you go to the grocery store, you say, where's the produce department? And it's always talking about the fruit. You feel me? So what you produce from the decisions you made, you're gonna have to live with that. You feel me? You're gonna have to live with that, because the spirit is fighting the flesh every day. Every day the spirit is fighting against the flesh. What you want to do mentally and what the Lord wants you to do is every day it's a fight. You feel me? Every day is a fight. It's people going to jail for road rage. You feel me? Somebody cut you off in traffic. You pulled out your Glock 19 and shot the car. You feel me? Some little kids had a fight at school. Instead of you just breaking up the fight, you went and go shot the mama. You and the mama fought each other and went and got your guns. Man, look, tune in to Crowds, but not every Wednesday. That's all I'm gonna say. Because them videos we be bringing out, I don't even understand it half the time. Like real talk. Like, how's y'all going outside like this? But it's because you're not fighting your flesh. And people going outside every day. Like real talk. All right, so you could drop that. If you can go to 2 Peter 2:19, up in the it's in the New Testament.
Yeah. The book of 2 Peter, chapter 2 and verse 19. While they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption for
Right. No, you got it. So the they is talking about false prophets. They is talking about false prophets because false prophets serve themselves. You feel me? They serve their flesh. And now you see what happened when false prophets is on the scene. They getting pegged like Gorilla Hebrew, telling they women to have sex with white boys, or making everybody wear purple and sending all type of damn nonsense throughout the camp. You feel me? Or not even, let's take it off fake Israelite groups. The church. There's a number of molesting going on. You feel me? They owe $2 billion in child molestation cases, the Catholic Church. Like real talk. But that's what happened when false prophets is teaching the people. You feel me? They promise freedom, which is talking about liberty. They promise freedom, but they themselves are servants of corruption because they giving in to their flesh. And when you giving into your flesh, you serve corruption. And it ain't no limit to that. That's what Jeremiah brought out. There's no limit to the corruption. You feel me? It's going to start off here and you're going to end up all the way over there. Like real, it's going to start off a little, you know, let's just roll up some little weed. Now you snorting cocaine. Now you're doing fentanyl, you know? And now you overdosing on somebody's damn couch. You feel me? You on your granny couch, you ODing. Like real talk. And that's what happens when you serve corruption. It is no limitation for it. But they promise freedom. That's what false prophets do. They promise freedom. Just like the faggots, all these faggot ass niggas talking about they leaving the school or they can't get a counsel. Man, look, fuck all that shit. Because what they doing is promising freedom. They making all these posts and going live because they trying to promise freedom to everybody else. They want everybody else to be free from the bondage of the UPK. Nigga, are you a fucking idiot? Nigga, we free, nigga. We free men in here. We don't need none of y'all fake wisdom. You feel me? We don't need none of that fake wisdom gossip y'all doing. Because whole time y'all serving corruption. How many of y'all celebrate the Passover when you lead the truth? You don't. How many of y'all believe sex is marriage when you lead the truth? You don't. You feel me? How many of y'all fast during the Day of Atonement when you lead the truth? You don't, because you don't even know when it is until we post it. So they teaching freedom when whole time they serving to corruption. Real talk. You go ahead. We're going all the way to 21.
Okay. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage.
Right, and that's talking about your fleshly desires. For what you overcame is what's gonna bring you back into bondage. Let's say you was a weed head in the world. You overcame that. You feel me? Well, that same thing is gonna chase you down until you die. Whatever fleshly desires that you beat up, you won, you fought, them same things is gonna chase you down until you die. That's gonna be the same thing that bring you back into slavery. Like real talk.
Verse 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahushua, they are against entangled therein.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen. You feel me? That's what's gonna happen to a lot of people. A lot of people, because you're not gonna fight your fleshly desires, the pollutions of the world that you escape, you're gonna be entangled back into that. You know what entangled mean? That's adultery. You feel me? That's what Jada Pinkett had with August Alsina. So like, that's what Jada Pinkett had with August Alsina. She had an entanglement, and that's what's gonna happen to you. You feel me? If you don't stay strong fighting, you feel me? And that's the whole point of the UPK. The whole point of UPK, it gives you, you feel me, protection. You feel me? From them fleshly desires. Because of the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the councils, the classes, everything we do in the UPK is safeguarding you from the stuff that's just waiting for you. You feel me? The weed, the drugs, the whores, all that. Your family, your wicked ass family. The UPK safeguards you from that. Them pollutions, we safeguard you from that. That's why I don't understand people saying you can be in the truth but not being a UPK. No, you can't, because you found the truth because of the UPK. You found Christ was a black man because of the UPK. You found out that the children of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, because of the UPK. So how now can you now still be as solid as you was in the UPK out of the UPK? No, you can't. You're gonna be a bitch. You're gonna be soft. You're gonna be a punk, and you're gonna watch it happen too. That's the crazy part. You're gonna see it happen. You're gonna be doing shit you would have never done if you was rolling with the brothers or rocking with the sisters. Like real talk.
And overcome the latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen. You feel me? You lead the truth, you're gonna be worse than you was in the beginning. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be worse off than you was. You think you're gonna lead the truth, and then now you're gonna be prospering. Nigga, you wasn't prospering before you was in the truth. Why the hell you come in the truth? Why did you come into the UPK? Why did you come sit amongst these righteous brothers and sisters and you knew you was faking? Why would you do that? You know why you did that? Because you needed the truth. But now you got in the truth and you thought you was better than the truth because you pleasing yourself. And then now you went back into the world and realized you worse off than you was. You worse off than you was. Like real talk.
Verse 21. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandments delivered unto them.
Right. So when you found the truth, you found the holy commandments, you found your culture, you found your history, you found your ancient language that go all the way back to Adam and Eve. And the Bible say it's better you never even known none of that shit than to learn it and then turn back because you had a disagreement. You had a problem and you didn't want to go to the person alone, or you went to him and him alone and you didn't take it further than that. Or you tried to take it further than that and it took too fucking long because you ready to please your goddamn self. you so ready to please yourself, you feel like it's taking too long, so now you just gonna damn spaz out. You know why you spazzing out? Because the Bible say that the end is worse than the beginning. It's better you never known the way of righteousness. When grown men on Facebook Live talking about other men,
that's crazy.
Nigga, is we gangsters? We what are we doing? You telling me in the world you would have done that? You telling me in the world you would have went live on Facebook about a problem you got with a nigga? No. You know why you doing it? Because you worse off than you was from the beginning. And that's what the Bible say. Because even in the world, you wouldn't have went live. I mean, live ain't even been out that long. I remember when live first started, a nigga from my city got killed on live. And I'm like, well, I know what I'm never doing. I said, I'm never going live. You feel me? But that's just me. I live a different type of life. You feel me? And I'm like, I ain't never going live. Like real talk. But now I see niggas, they just go live whenever they want and gossiping and talking about all kind of shit. Like, goddamn, you wouldn't have done that in the world, my nigga.
Right.
Hell no. But yeah, but that's it is what it is. And that's what the Bible say, man. I wish you would have never came into the truth. That's what the Bible say. The Bible say some people should just never come into the truth. Just be a hoe, be a slut, be a gangster, be a pimp, be a drug addict, and never ever come find this holy group that we are part of. This holy organized. Don't come find us. Ignore us. We Power Rangers. We dress funny. Whatever it would do to keep you from embarrassing yourself. When one day you feel like you bigger than us. Like, come on, man, get the hell out of here, man. Stop it. Yeah, you can drop that. Go to Job 7:13.
The book of Job, chapter 7 and verse 14.
13 through 15.
13 through 15. When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint.
Right. So and that's what Job's saying. Because that's what it's supposed to do. My bed is supposed to comfort me. You feel me? And my couch. You feel me? Like when you get off work and you chill on the couch for a minute. You feel me? It's supposed to ease all the pain and the stuff I'm going through. Go ahead.
Then thou scares me and with dreams. And I lost it. Oh, you had it up.
No, I got you. And it say, then thou scares me with dreams and terrifies me through visions. And that's what happened with Job's friends. Job's friends seen Job going through a lot of stuff. You feel me? And instead of comforting them like his couch do, you feel me? Like how his couch do, his couch comfort him. You feel me? His bed comfort him. It ease his complaint. That's what a friend's supposed to do. But instead, what they gonna do is they gonna scare you. They're gonna try to scare you with stuff that's not even happening. That's why he say they scare me with dreams and terrify me through visions. Because that's what people would do. You feel me? When you got bad friends, when you got people around you that don't mean you no good, that's what they're going to do. They're going to egg you on. You feel me? They're going to egg you on. They're going to try to scare you out of the truth. They're going to try to scare you and terrify you into thinking that what you're doing, this is going to happen from it when nothing's going to happen from serving the Lord, but you prospering. Serving the Lord, the only thing that can happen from serving the Lord is freedom and peace. But through the freedom and peace, you're going to fight. You hear me? You're going to fight. You're going to have to fight through a lot of obstacles to get that freedom and peace that the Lord got waiting for you. And a lot of your people that's around you, they're going to try to scare you and like, nah, that's a hate group. Oh, your kids. Oh, the kids ain't going to love you. Oh, you ain't celebrating their birthday. The kids, this going to do this. Your woman. Oh, your woman going to leave you. You teach you can have more than one woman. Yet your woman, you was married for 10 years. Why would you tell your woman you can have another woman? Now she going to leave. Man, look, that's what people going to do. People in the world, they can't understand us. They don't know why we do what we do. And that's why they're going to try to scare you with dreams, and they're going to try to terrify you with vision. And this is what Job went through. You feel me? This is a story that we kept in our family for generations, the book of Job, because it was a blueprint. You feel me? For a lot of different reasons and a lot of different stuff that'll happen in your life. Like real talk.
Verse 15. So that my soul choose the strangling in death rather than my life.
Right. And that's a fact. You feel me? My soul chooses strangling and death rather than my life. Like real talk. Because a lot of people will definitely try to scare you out of the truth. They're going to try to tell you that this is going to choke you up. You feel me? This is going to stop you from this and stop you from that. But what you got to do is you got to choose the Lord. You feel me? You got to choose the Lord and be ready for whatever come with it. Choose the Lord and be ready for whatever come with it. And sometimes it's going to be a lot of disagreements. Sometimes your flesh, you feel me? It's going to be your flesh you fighting most of the time. You feel me? Your flesh most of the time is what you're going to be fighting. It ain't the people. It ain't your children. It's you deciding if you're going to give in or not.
Okay.
What you going to do? You're going to give in. And when you give in, you're basically saying, look, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, I know you're telling me to do this, but I feel like this is better. And you a goddamn idiot. You a goddamn idiot if you sitting here getting counsel and getting told what to do, but you decide to do something else. Oh, man, whatever's waiting for you on that other side of the door, you deserve it. Like real talk. All right, so you could drop that. Go to Job 27:4.
The book of Job, chapter 27 and verse 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit.
Right. Yeah, you keep going.
God forbid, verse 5, God forbid that I shall justify you until I die. I will not remove my integrity from me.
Right. So now this is Job talking about how he's never going to speak evil against the Most High. You feel me? He's never going to speak evil against the Most High. He's never going to speak wickedness and utter deceit against the Most High, because now if I do that, I'm justifying you. So if you speak evil of the ISUPK under Commander General Hunter, who taught you about the Lord, taught you about your history, your culture, you justifying everybody that told you not to join. Everybody told you that you shouldn't join the ISUPK. You shouldn't be an Israelite. You shouldn't be in that hate group. Y'all preach hate. You justifying all the drug dealers, nigga. If you go up against God, you justifying the drug dealers. You justifying the hoes, the scammers, the pimps. You feel me? You justifying your wicked family. You justifying Christmas. You come up against the truth. You justifying everything good we teach. That's what you doing. And Job said, man, God forbid that I do that. God forbid that I justify all the wickedness for you. I'm finna justify all the wickedness for you? Man, no, that's stupid. That's stupid and that's dumb. But that's what most people do. And you don't know that, though. You don't know that. Once you come up against the UPK, you're now justifying wickedness. Because look at what the people do that's not in the UPK. Just look at what they do. Look at what they do. They kill people. They do drugs. You feel me? They do a lot of evil stuff that you wouldn't want your kids doing. But that's what you justifying, like real talk. Right. And then Job say, until I die. You feel me? Till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. That's what Job said. Job is basically saying, I'm one west till they bury me. But that might go over your head. I ain't gonna lie to you. That might, you feel me? Goodbye, your mom. That might go over your head. Job saying, nigga, I'm one west to, you feel me? They bury me, nigga. Not until I'm offended. I'm not one west until I get offended, or until a counsel don't go my way, or until this sister I wanted, she wanted to be with another brother and not me. That ain't what Job's saying. Job's saying, till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. Like real talk. And that's how you gotta be. You want to be a soldier, you feel me? You want to be a princess, you feel me? You gotta look at it like that. Like no matter what is happening, you feel me? Of course you want stuff to go your way because you want to please yourself. You cannot let your integrity go from you. You feel me? You can't do that because you don't understand. The Lord tests you in so many ways you will never even understand it. Some stuff happened in your life, you be like, man, I don't know why this happened, but it got to be of the Lord. You feel me? You got to look at it like that. Otherwise, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. I don't care if your tire pop off. Whatever happened, you got to look at it like the Lord is testing me. And if you don't look at it like that, you're going to fail. And you're going to curse the Most High. Real talk. That's another thing you're going to do. You end up cursing the Most High, which is what they tried to get Job to do. This whole book, his friends, his family, everybody tried to get Job to curse the Most High. And he would not do it. Because he say he was one west till they bury him. He say, till I die, I will not remove my integrity from me. Real talk. All right, you could drop that. Go to Galatians 2 and 3.
Galatians 2 and 3. The book of Galatians, chapter 2 and verse 3. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised.
Right. So now this was what Paul is saying. Now Titus was somebody that rode with him. He was a follower of Christ. You feel me? And he was a Greek by nation, just like a black person is an American, Hispanic is a Mexican or whatever. You feel me? But he was not by nationality. By nationality, he was not a Greek. You feel me? By his nationality wasn't Greek. That's just where he lived at. Just like we live in America. Like real talk. And he said that he wasn't compelled to be circumcised. Paul didn't make him be circumcised. And that's talking about physical. Because to be an Israelite, you had to be circumcised on the 8th day. But because Titus was living like a Greek for all his life, and he didn't know the truth, he was never circumcised. And Paul is saying, I did not compel him to be circumcised. You go ahead.
Verse 4. And that because of false brethren, unaware brought in, who came in previously to spaz out our liberty, which we have in Christ Jesus.
Right. So now, because of this, you got brothers, you feel me, that's unaware. And what that means is like they don't understand. You feel me? Because most brothers, they don't understand the truth. They don't understand why we do what we do. They don't understand nothing half the time. Half the time, some brothers really just need therapy. You really don't need to be an officer. You really need to just get some fucking therapy. You want to come and do this job that most of us gave up our life for. We done lost women, children, money, family members, everything for this shit. And you coming in this motherfucker like this, like you a damn, like this just another job on Indeed. This shit's serious. And that's what I'm saying. And you got brothers that's false brethren. They come in unaware. So they don't understand why we doing what we doing, just like they didn't understand why Paul didn't make Titus be circumcised. You feel me? And now they spying out the freedom that we got in Christ. Because we found Christ, now we free. You feel me? We free from the burden that we carried. You feel me? The death penalty offenses that was on our shoulders was wiped clean because of Christ. You feel me? And now we got brothers that's around us, and they really false. You feel me? They're really false, and they trying to make us go backwards. They trying to make us go backwards. It's brothers trying to make other brothers join in with them in their wickedness. And that's what they was doing with Titus. Like, yeah, Titus ain't circumcised. Oh, man, y'all listening to Titus. Paul telling Titus to tell y'all this and tell y'all that. Titus ain't even circumcised. And that's what you got. We got that right now. Where's brothers trying to tell other brothers, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that because of this and that and this and that. That's how it go. That's how it go. It's always going to be false brethren that's unaware. And they're going to try to take back the freedom that you got when you found Christ. When you found the ISUPK and you really found the Most High in Christ and the truth, you feel me? Through the ISUPK, which is the Lord name is stamped in the ISUPK. You feel me? Nobody even knew the Lord's name. They call him Yahweh and Jehovah, all kind of bullshit. His name is stamped in the UPK. You feel me? Like real talk. And they trying to take that freedom that you got away. The freedom of the burdens that's gone off your shoulders because you now found Christ for real. It's false brethren trying to take that away. You feel me? Because they too weak. And they gave in to their fleshly desires. You go ahead.
That they might bring us into bondage.
And that's it. Any brother or sister that try to lead the truth, but they don't want to give up their Hebrew name, they don't want to disassociate themselves with the truth. Somehow they still talking about the truth every day and night. They trying to bring you back into bondage. They want you to lead the truth with them. So now they got another person that's in slavery with them. Now all the burdens that you was free from, now they back on your shoulders. All the wickedness that you was free from when you found Christ, when you disown Christ, you taking back on all that. All them burdens you're taking back on. Like real talk. We already brought that out early in the class. You feel me? How the same stuff that had you feel me, in the world and didn't want to come in the truth, that same stuff, that's what's gonna make you lead the truth. The same stuff that stopped you from coming in here and you fought through is gonna make you want to lead the truth. It really ain't had nothing to do with what you're saying. It's just a simple fact. You really fell to your flesh and your fleshly desires, and now you really just want to go back into the world. But you're gonna use this as a scapegoat. And when you do it, now you want to pull other brothers and sisters with you because now you feel like you know you was stupid. You know you was dumb, and now you worse than you was at first. Now you worse than you was at first, so now you want to pull other people with you. Like real talk. All right, so you could drop that. Go to John 7 and 16.
The book of John, chapter 7 and verse 16. Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me.
And right, and that's what you gotta understand. You feel me? This what we teach. This ain't of us. This come from the Lord. You feel me? All the stuff we teach, it come from the God. It's straight out the Bible. But you don't know the Bible, so you don't understand it. All you care about is your fleshly desires and what your flesh telling you to do and say. God damn. Think about what people, forget what people do by your mouth. Think about what people say. Think about the dumb shit people say. They couldn't even keep to themselves. They had to let it come out. You feel me? They had to let it come out their mouth. You feel me? That's a demon right there. You know what you saying is stupid, but you finna let it rip. You finna just let it rip. You don't,
Nah.
It's a demon. You know when you typing it on Facebook, you stupid, and you still hit send.
Mm-hmm.
Still hit post.
Post, yeah.
And then you don't even put it in your story. You know, your story deleted in 24 hours. You put it on the page. Like, you want people to see this a week from now.
Right.
Like, real talk. Look, you know what's funny? And I'm going to get off this topic. It's people that lead a school who I've never seen teach class. Now, all of a sudden, they going live for hours. I say, where the classes was at when we needed the classes? It's a lot here. We got 7 days out the week. You could pick a day to teach. You choose to teach when you lead the truth. That's when you choose to want to be a teacher of Israel. Now you a teacher of Israel. You a leader of Israel now when you lead the truth. Because you want to lead everybody else out. You want to lead everybody else out the truth with you because you miserable. The hell out of here. Not I. Real talk. Right. That's over with. But now you go ahead. We're going all the way to 19.
All right. Verse 17. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or rather I speak of myself.
Right. And that's what he's saying. You feel me? You would know if we speaking of God or we speaking of themselves. You will see. You feel me? You will see when you do your own will, when you want to do what you want to do, then you will see if we really was like, damn, was them niggas just doing stuff because they man pleasers, they just want to man please? Or am I the man pleaser? You will find out. Just do your own will. That's all you got to do. This is what Christ saying. Christ, look, Christ wasn't trying to force nobody to have a crown of glory. Because Christ know what the Lord wants, because the Lord sent him. Christ ain't trying to force nobody. You do your own will, and we'll find out. You feel me? We'll find out, and you will find out if what we was doing was wrong or what you was doing was wrong. But that's the problem, though. You're going to have to do your own will to find out. You feel me? Or you can just have faith and be solid and stay rocking and rolling how you been doing. You feel me? Or you can do your own will, and then you will find out if we was doing what the Lord wanted us to do or we was just doing what we wanted to do. But that's a dirty game you playing. You feel me? That's a dirty pill you got to swallow. Like, real talk.
Verse 18. He that speaketh of himself speaketh his own glory.
Right, and that's a fact. Because that's all you want is your own glory. That's why you got all these fake Israelite groups. Because they just want their own glory. You know, during the time of Christ, it was disciples of the Pharisees, disciples of John. You feel me? It was Christ was on the scene, and it was fake Israelite groups. So how the fuck we gonna be mad? So like, excuse me, like, how we gonna be mad of fake Israelite groups or niggas that lead the truth and try to make other people lead with them? We can't be mad. This is just more proof we live in the scriptures and we live in the Bible and we doing what we supposed to do. And that's just what the last scripture was talking about. Let them do their own will and they're going to find out. They're going to find out if what we doing is right or wrong. Like, real talk. Because that's all people really want is their own glory. That's it.
But he that speaketh his glory that sent him, the same is true. And no unrighteousness is in him.
Right. And it's no unrighteousness in him. You feel me? Real talk. He did seek of his glory that sent him. There's no unrighteousness in him. That's what you got to understand. And we speak what Christ said. We do what the Lord said. Everything we do is in the Bible. And it ain't, you will see that ain't no unrighteousness in us. It just, we a little rough around the edges. You feel me? We a little rough around the edges. So people would hope and assume that these niggas is crazy. And then you realize we not. We really smarter than half of the world. I'm just keeping it real with you. We're really smarter than half of this damn planet. I don't know what college you went to or whatever. You feel me? You don't let the slick talk or the damn, you know, the vulgar language confuse you with the truth. Because there's a lot of people out here that talk real nice and pleasant. They real elegant. You know, they don't use curse words. And they the devil the Bible speaks of.
Okay.
Like, real talk. You go ahead.
Verse 19. Did not Moses give you the law? And yet none of you keepeth the law.
Right. That's why I said a lot of people, you never believe in the truth. And it just come out. Had come out when you start doing what you want to do. People all the time say, I could do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I ain't no man pleaser. I ain't doing this for no man. Then you got the sisters that say, oh, I ain't in the truth because of no man. I ain't no man. All right. We'll see. Because sometimes the man is you, or the woman is you. But that don't ever cross your mind. You keep thinking about an outer source, but you don't know the inner source is worse than the outer source. Because you doing what you want to do is still man pleasing. You doing whatever you want to do is still man pleasing. You're not pleasing the Lord. You're not doing what God wants. You doing what you want. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what you say. You ain't got to listen to no man. You ain't got to do no man say. You a man, ain't you? You a one man, ain't you? So you confusing yourself. You finna jump off a cliff. You riding down a river that leads to a waterfall, and you don't even know it. Like real talk.
Why go ye about to kill me?
Right, and that's what Christ's saying. You feel me? Moses gave you the law and you didn't keep it. We giving you the law, you still ain't keeping it, whether you with us or not. So why you want to kill us? You feel we just serving the Most High Christ and doing what the Most High Christ said to do. Why you want to kill us? Why you want to stop what we doing? You feel me? Because you ain't gonna keep the law regardless. Whether you with us or not, you ain't keeping the law. You ain't gonna do it. Your best chance of keeping the law is being with us, following us, doing what we tell you the fuck to do. But now you not with us. You don't gotta listen to us no more. But you telling me you still gonna do what the Lord said to do? Moses led us out of Egypt, and you didn't want to follow. Now you telling me you in America, Babylon the Great, but you're gonna follow the law without us, without somebody, a man, guiding you, giving you counsel on what you should and shouldn't do? Stop it. Who you think you fooling? You're going to end up worse than you was before we found you. That's what the Bible said. I ain't lying in 2 Peter's. You're going to end up worse than you was when we found you. I'm just keeping it real with you, but you can't keep it real yourself. Real talk. All right, so you could drop that. Go to Matthew 23 and 30.
The book of Matthew, chapter 23 and verse 30, and say, if we have been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets.
Right. So it's a lot of people who say that. This is what Christ is talking to the Pharisees. It's a lot of people out here that swept down. If they was during the time of Moses and Jeremiah, they would have got their heads cut off. They would have went in the lion's den, you feel me, with Daniel. They would have went into the fire with Meshach and Abednego. You feel me? It's a lot of people saying what they would have done. But Isaiah was on a run. Isaiah was in a cave teaching the prophets in the 50 prophets in a cave, running from Jezebel and her prophets. You feel me? We always been outnumbered by wicked people. That's just how it's going to be until Christ's return. We always been outnumbered by wicked people. Always. So this ain't nothing new. Anybody coming up against the school, it ain't nothing new. That's what you supposed to do. Because you would have been one of the ones that killed the prophets. But you said you wouldn't have. You feel me? We gave you these holy ass names just for you to turn your back on us. We gave you these holy names. We gave you back your culture, your identity, for you to turn your back on us. And you think the Lord is going to give you a blessing. You think you're going to prosper in life. Man, good luck. Maybe you might. Because maybe you was never supposed to have been with us anyway. And the Lord is trying to do everything he can to get you from coming back amongst us. But if not, you're going to end up worse than you was. And that's just the truth. But it's a lot of people that say in the days of our fathers, they would have rolled with Moses. They would have been solid. They would have been doing this and doing that. They would have been on Shamar. They would have been up all night, making sure the heathens, the Philistines ain't coming to the camp and the Amalekites ain't doing this. That's what a lot of people say. Go ahead.
Verse 31. Wherefore ye be witness unto themselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets.
You would that, and that's what Christ said. You talking all this good shit. You would have been one of the ones that would have been wanting to kill the prophets. And you know how, and he said you a witness to yourself. You know how you a witness? Because you're trying to kill me. You can't, you trying to kill Christ, you're trying to kill the truth. You're trying to stop the truth from growing. If you're trying to stop the truth from growing, you definitely would have been one of the ones that killed the prophets. If you trying in any way to stop the truth from growing, you would have been one of the ones to kill the prophets. If you spending all your day trying to find ways to pick and show how the UPK is false prophets, you would have been one of the ones that killed the prophets, because you ain't doing nothing else. You ain't out teaching. You ain't raising brothers up, raising up sisters, raising up families. All you doing is sitting talking about us. And that's what they did with Christ. They weren't doing nothing righteous. They weren't trying to raise up brothers and sisters and raise up righteous men and women and teaching them the law. They was just trying to kill the damn prophets. They was trying to stop the truth from growing. That's all they wanted to do. They want to stop the truth from growing. But what you don't understand about the truth, it's like a mustard seed. Once it starts sprouting, man, ain't no stopping. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Ain't nothing you can do about that at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, we could drop that. Last scripture, go to Exodus 2 and 13. We'll get up out of here.
The book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrew strove together, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smiteth them thou they fellow.
Right. And that's what we doing. You feel me? That's what we doing in the ISUPK Command Johanna. We going out and we trying to find brothers, find sisters, and try to stop them from smiting their fellow, which is hurting their brother. No, disrespecting their brother, turning on their brother, and showing them the truth. You feel me? And that's what Moses did. And look what he got for that. For just trying to teach the truth.
Verse 14, sir. Salaki.
Slide, yeah, you go ahead.
And he said, Who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
And that's the point. That's the point. Most people, they don't want a prince or a judge over them. They want to do what the fuck they want. And that's the honest truth. And that's just how it's going to be into Christ's return. And we just got to weed out the ones that just don't want a judge or a prince over them. Because I'm a prince. You know, because I gave up my burden. And because I gave up my burden from the world to follow Christ, he anointed me as a prince and a judge. And if you don't want to be a prince or a judge, you want to be in the world, then go ahead. Because that's what happened with Moses. They asked Moses, who made you a prince or a judge? When the whole time, it was the only true living God. The God of their forefathers, who they would have killed. And the proof they would have killed him, they told Moses, who made you a prince and a judge over us? We can do what we want to do. Because they was man pleasers. Anybody tell you they can do what they want to do, they a man pleaser. It's just the man that they pleasing is they goddamn self. That's the thing they don't want to say. A lot of people, I ain't no man pleaser. You pleasing yourself when you make the statement. But as long as you pleasing yourself, it's cool. You good. No sweat. Go ahead.
Intended thou to kill me as that killed the Egyptian. And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Right. So Moses killed an Egyptian for smiting his brother. And they had the audacity to condemn him for that. For protecting Israelites. Israelites don't want us to protect them. They want to do whatever they want to do. That's a fact. Our biggest fight every day is trying to protect Israelites that 9 times out of 10 don't want to be protected. They don't want us to be a prince or a judge over them. They want to just do whatever they want to do. They want to live their fleshly desires, like real talk. Yeah, but that's it. That's in tonight's class. You feel me? Tune in every Monday, Tuesday. Tune in Wednesday night for the podcast. Yahweh by Shemi Awashai Barakatham. Yahweh Shema Thah by Shemi Awashai. Class dismissed.